Good evening, everyone. Everybody can hear me? Thank you very much for that kind introduction. Again, my name is COL Allan Dollison, and I am the program manager of USA Mag here on Eskan Village. I would like to thank Colonel Brad Gandy, the program manager for US Minim, who graciously asked if I could give these remarks today. I'm a reservist from the great state of California and have been here since September. Way to go! Today is, of course, a special day. We all warmly celebrated a treasured holiday, Thanksgiving. In fact, we actually celebrated the 399th edition of Thanksgiving, a holiday that famously traces its roots to the pilgrims from England coming to our shores, looking for a better opportunity and a better life. After a year of challenges when many did not survive, they chose to celebrate their successes and give thanks for all that had been bestowed upon them in the year of 1621. In America, as we all know, just as soon as the dirty Thanksgiving dishes are placed in the sink, we immediately segue into an even more important holiday period, and that is Christmas. Typically, in fact, the singular event that transitions to that celebratory period is the adorning of a Christmas tree with lights and other decorations. This practice is done all over America, in people's homes, in town squares, in shopping malls and stores, and even such iconic locations as Rockefeller Plaza in New York City, and of course the White House in Washington, D.C. So as we gather here today to endeavor to join in such a significant event here on a foreign land and a base that we all currently call home, it is that yearning to connect to what is done all over America, and of course many other Christian countries all over the world who desire to celebrate this wonderful holiday period. Men more eloquent than I have properly put the Christmas tree in perspective. The late Andy Rooney, who offered sarcastic commentary at the end of every episode of 60 Minutes for decades, said the following: "The Christmas tree is a symbol of love. There's a kind of glory to them, and when they're all lit up, it exceeds anything all the money in the world could buy." Some have described the significance of a Christmas tree as being symbolic for all of the following: hope, rebirth, healing, loyalty, constancy, reverence, longevity, protection, permanence, and faithfulness. Others have said that there is a reason Christmas trees are evergreens, like pines and firs. These trees stay green all year round, and in the old days, evergreens were brought into homes during the winter solstice to remind them that hope springs eternal. The vibrant color and the fresh scent of evergreens was an inspiration during the harsh, cold winter months. As for decorations and lighting of the Christmas tree, decorating Christmas trees started with our ancient ancestors. The Celtics, for example, first decorated Christmas trees with golden torques, bracelets, and other handcrafted metal pieces. This was an act of offering recognition to the promise of good things to come. Decorating trees was a way to keep hope alive during winter and anticipate big blessings coming in the spring. The symbolic meaning of the Christmas tree is perhaps best associated with the birth and resurrection of Christ. There are many theories about how exactly the tree got this connection to Christianity. One such theory is from St. Boniface, an 8th century Christian missionary. He established the fir as a sacred tree among Druidic Germans. He cited how the wood of the fir was a wood of peace. He also pointed out how the evergreen was a symbol of everlasting life, something Christ promises to all people. St. Boniface also observed how the fir, so strong and erect, pointed to heaven and deemed the tree of Christ of the Christ child. Decorations, especially lights, upon the tree were symbolic of every soul saved by Christ. This year, of course, we cannot reflect on this wonderful holiday period without remembering that we all yearn for a normal holiday period. But due to COVID, normal is not the way you would describe the world today. As you know, this is a holiday wherein most of us get together with our families, typically in large, close-quarter gatherings, many of whom we only see on this particular day, and maybe a few others in the season and reflect on that which we are thankful for. If you are deployed, you are not allowed that type of celebrating with your own family, but instead you try and replicate that with your adopted deployed family over here. As we all know, 2020 is hardly a typical year. For those of you who have been deployed before, it is more likely that your celebration here in Saudi Arabia is likely to be more normal as it has been in the past, and the festivities in the U.S. are the ones that will be truly different. Yet we continue to persevere. Lastly, it is worth noting that the celebration here on Eskan has been carried on for decades. As most know, the occupancy and composure of this base will begin to greatly change early next year as the component organizations begin to leave for other parts of Riyadh. Therefore, this is almost assuredly the last of these celebrations during a holiday period here at Eskan. So this is truly historic. So I want to thank everyone for coming. We have many fine and wonderful activities for you after this ceremony is done. I wish the most warmth regards for you and your families. I hope all have a wonderful holiday season, and may God bless you, your families, and the United States of America.